Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
They'll be ready on the. Cody Davis.
Present.
All right, come down.
Approach your office.
Come down.
No. I have talked with the district attorney.
Okay.
They made an offer, he's considering it. DA, repeated public case or anything?
All right, so you have all the discovery?
No, we're missing a piece. It's really strange to us. This was a body cam. We can't seem to find it. I've even brought a USB and I guess it's your feet.
All right, do you know where
Forward.
body cam, do you know where that is?
No idea, Your Honor.
All right, have you looked for it?
I have a,
Been told what body cam it is, so I'm not sure which one it is that I'm supposed to look for. So
All right.
At this point, no, Jim.
All right, so if you will talk to the state, let them know which body cam it is. Maybe they can pull it up for you now.
okay.
All right, thank you.
But we'd still like a reset. I want to get a investigator to contact baby mama's boyfriend, who allegedly owned the car in the hospital. And the state was gonna look into ownership of the car.
All right, so let's see first about the body cam, so you can have that, then your investigator will have something.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So yes,
Okay, do you mind if I was I read on some things? I first got assigned Mr. Hayek with a theft. I showed up for court, right? They had just changed the Odyssey thing. So the bailiff told me to talk to the coordinator, however it was on the other side, it was in county court, right? Well, she gave me a piece of paper saying, call in 2 weeks. Well, Mr. Hayek didn't see me there apparently and got me a FTA, right? So I knew I had an FTA when they walked up on me until I ran, right? I did do that, right? But
so
I
let me
did
ask
show
you
up to
something,
court.
let me ask you something. So why are you admitting to committing crimes? Because that's what you've just done.
Yes, ma'am, because I did evade arrest.
All right, so you just admitted to a crime, so that's eliminating probably one defense your attorney may or may not have for you.
Oh, I understand that, but I'm just honest with what I did. So, I just want to be honest with you. So then I had my, people call Mr. Hayek and talk about, okay, well, I got arrested. I got shot with a flare gun, right? And it caught some stuff on fire. I bonded out on all these charges. I paid $2,200. I was out 3 days. I was there on the side of the road trying to put the fire out. The fire marshal said, there's no evidence to charge me with the crime, right? But Bear County's charged me anyways, and it pulled all my bonds. I paid $2,200 to get out, right? I got things going on with my kids. I just started seeing my 3-year-old kid. I was just helping them on the side of the road. Well, it pulled all my bonds. So I was gonna see if somehow, cause I had Charles Bunk. And he read on there, on the police report, it says, there's no evidence to charge James Cody Davis, right? But they did anyway, so he got it, he went and he was like, I don't even know how they even didn't reject you. So he went and got it thrown out before it was indicted or anything, right? Within a week after he seen me the first time, Charles Bunk. So I was gonna see somehow, like I paid $2,200 to get out for 3 days and I was putting a fire out there when I got shot with a flare gun, right? So if there's any way you can look into that or reinstate my bonds or something, because I was only out 3 days and I wasn't even supposed to get arrested for this arson, and I'm the one that got shot boom, by a flare gun and it caught my shirt on fire. I'm still in jail. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, if there's any way you could help get my bonds reinstated. I was through Armstrong.
Well, with regards to bonds being reinstated, your bondsman will need to request that they be put back on your bond. Reinstatement of bond means that I'm telling the bondsman, you're back on this bond. And that's not something that I do.
Okay,
So the bondsman will have to agree to be on your bond.
what
And
about them doubling it? And when I wasn't supposed to get arrested?
excuse me, yes.
Sorry for interrupting you, Mr. Davis. May I be excused to try and look for
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. So that's where we are. So, and then where we are right now is you're gonna have a seat. He's gonna see if he has the body cam that you're looking for, and then you can approach again. All right, thank you.
You have speakers. Your Honor. The
Yes.
DA has looked through his files with about 9 different videos. So he wants me to look at whatever I have. Look at my office.
All right, thank you. All right, Cody Davis. Come down. Ms. Ferguson, on Cody Davis, reset this for plea deadline date, March 31st. If your attorney wishes for you to be brought over sooner, he'll let us know.
Thank you.
You're welcome, and your attorney can file whatever motions he wants to file with regards to bond issues.
I'll at least call on.
All right,
Sorry
thank you.
for my language and interrupting your quick.
No, it's no problem. Sometimes, here's the thing, I understand that these cases that we have, for you, it is the most important thing because it involves your life, right? So I understand how people can get frustrated and upset if you think that people are not hearing you. So apology accepted. We're going to pretend like that never happened, okay?
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to bring you back on March 31st. And if your attorney wants you brought back sooner, he'll let the court know. But as I said before, with regards to bonds, if you're on a commercial bond, there is no reinstating a bond for me unless the bondsman agrees to it. All right, because that's like me telling the bondsman, you're going to get back on this person bond. And they may say, no, we've had problems with this person. We don't want to be back on their bond. So legally, I can't force them to do it, but he's saying that he will call them and see if they will agree to a reinstatement of your bond and have them as your bondsman. Now, whether or not I agree to reinstate it at the same amount will depend on what evidence is presented to me. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
And, okay.
Who's here on Raymond Garza?
Your Honor.
Court is calling 2024 CR 010923 State versus Raymond Garza. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Opinion for the state of Texas?
Defense?
James Seeloff for the defense.
And are you Mr. Garza?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, I have.
Court will find the state is in compliance with discovery. Are there any applications?
No, Your Honor, it's an agreement for jail.
All right.
That's right.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We waive.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
No objection.
Mr. Garza, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Did you understand you're charged with violation, bond, or protective order 2 or more times within a
Yes,
12-month period? Is a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
No.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, he has.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as the factual understanding of the charges against him?
I believe he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I believe he is.
Mr. Garza, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 3 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. The state will take in consideration AL 216604, and there's to be no contact with Lupita Bazan, Bazan. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
That's our plea.
State, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at, oh, I'm so sorry. Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty,
Guilty.
not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence?
State offer states exhibit 1 with all attachments, Your Honor.
No objection, Your Honor.
And state, have you had contact with the complainant?
We have, Your Honor.
All right, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes,
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor. We waive PSI.
All right, the court will sentence you to 3 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine. Time and money is to run concurrent. Taking consideration AL 216606, there's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Lupita Bazan. And there is to be no, and that includes no contact with her work, with her house, with relatives, or anyone else. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction and an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Sure.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. She doesn't want to be with you anymore. How old are you?
40.
All right, you're not a teenager. Romeo and Juliet did not end well for anyone. Let it go. She doesn't want you. Don't call her. Don't text her. Don't go by her house. Don't say I've changed. It's over. You understand?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you say, yeah, but you're here going to prison because you won't stop texting people. That's what you're going to prison for, not following rules and texting people. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes.
Thank you. Good luck.
All right.